The first documented report of Europeans making maple sugar was by a French missionary in 1690. Settlers in New England and Canada were actively involved in sugaring by the 1700s. For approximately 6 weeks, they harvested sap from maple trees to make maple sugar. This would be used mostly for baking, but could also be used as barter for other goods. Maple sugar was very valuable in those days. You see, the first European settlers could not easily afford, nor did they have access to, cane sugar. Spiles were made from branches of sumac and elderberry that could be hollowed out to allow the sap to drip through. Augers or hand drills were used to make holes low in the trees to put spiles or taps into. Troughs were put on the ground to collect the flow of sap. These troughs were most often made from the wood of basswood trees because of its soft wood was easy to carve and it would lend no flavor to the sap. Sap was collected with a shoulder yoke and a pair of buckets. Often the snow was still deep and one had to be careful not to spill the precious sap. Pioneers would empty the sap from the basswood troughs and carry it over to a sleigh pulled by a team of oxen. On the sleigh was a wooden tub that the sap was poured into. When this tub was full, it was time to take it to the cauldrons that could hold up to 50 gallons of sap. Here it was boiled down, usually in a series of progressively smaller kettles, starting with the most liquid to near syrup. Other tools include a large wooden spoon used to continually stir the sap. The handle was so long women with long dresses could stand far away from the fire. Wooden molds were used to hold crystallized sugar. Syrup was boiled into sugar because sugar would not spoil if kept dry and could be stored and used when needed. Water could also be added to the sugar to turn it back into syrup. Pioneers used maple sugar for baking cookies, cakes, and pies. A large corkscrew-like tool known as a sugar devil was used to loosen hardened sugar from storage barrels. Sometimes a special taffy-like candy known as sugar on snow or jack-wax was made during the processing as a welcome treat for the children. Maple molasses was also made later in the season and had a stronger flavor and darker color. Maple sugar season was a time of hard work, but also a grateful and festive occasion.